Figma released and announced their integration with Codex, the coding tool from OpenAI. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how to set that up step by step. So to get us started, step one is we need to download Codex from OpenAI. So I'm here in an incognito window and I will say Codex download. If you go here, make sure you're going to an OpenAI official link. I will also add that link for you in the description. It recognizes I'm on a Mac OS, so I will click download. I will place it on my desktop, and here you go. Just with any application that you download on Mac, you need to move it to your application folder. Coming to my application folder here, I'm double-clicking on Codex to get started. If you have an account with ChatGPT, even if it's a free account, you can continue with that. With my Google account, I'm continuing and moving on with this. Do your own confirmation. And once you're there, I'm going to show you how to create a project because ideally, this is how you would be working. When you're creating a file or an application, obviously you need a folder to house it. So I'm clicking on Add Project. I'm going to come to my desktop. I will create a new folder and I will call it Codex. So when I create this folder that I'm calling Codex, this is where I'm working. And as I've done this, you will see Codex is open. This is how the application looks like. I'm actually going to go to the Codex settings and just choose a darker mode just so that it's easier to distinguish from my background. And as you can see, this is a Codex interface, very similar to so many other vibe coding tools. The difference is we can see the structure. So you can see we're right here inside this Codex folder that we created on our desktop. If I hover on it, you can see the path or the directory. You can see at the very bottom here, this is where you choose the model. Obviously, we want to go with the latest model. That is great. So we did step one. Now, the second step that's very important for you to do is to establish this connection between Figma and Codex. Just type the word Figma like I showed you in the ChatGPT integration. The moment I type it, as you can see, it's already telling me use Figma MCP for this prompt, which is fantastic. There is an install button, which is letting us avoid using the terminal. I will click install and you will see it opens a new browser window for me, requesting me to authenticate. I'm going to agree and allow authentication complete. You can close this window. Done that. Now we are back here. After you've done the authentication, just to show you that we have our MCP already linked and working, if I come here and click on the plus icon, you will see we have MCP shortcuts. We have access to the Figma MCPs. We have pull Figma content, generate Figma designs, which tells you that we have two functions that we can do. One is pulling the content from Figma with all the information, including variables, design system tokens, whatever you created to leverage. And then we have the ability to generate Figma designs and pushing them to Figma. So those two round trips are possible within Codex, and it's really nice to be able to see them visually to confirm that this is working. And in this case, it's saying use the Figma MCP to generate code from my design and they're giving us a place to insert the Figma link. This is brilliant. I will click this, and because the Figma MCP is on, Codex is going to pull the context from my dashboard and be able to create it and generate the UI for it. So I know I'm starting from design to code, but because I'm talking mainly to designers, I want to show you something that's applicable to your workflow. You may start first and give a link to your design to your developers. In your design, you've connected your design system, you've used your color variables, your text variables. By sharing a link with your developers, if they get started in Codex, they have all that context, because the beauty about the Figma MCP and why it's allowing so much integration is it's pulling all that context that Figma has the advantage to know. Now it's finally starting a dev server. Clicking here, the link, here you go. Here we have it. Let me adjust this so you can have a Comparison, it created it responsively, but this is the shape and size of my dashboard. So now that we see our code, we want to send it to Figma. Like I said before, click on the plus icon, go to MCP shortcut, and let's say generate Figma design, because this time we're sending to Figma. So we're saying generate a Figma file for my, I'm going to replace the word homepage with for my dashboard page using the Figma MCP. So I don't want to generate a file from scratch. I want to actually send it to a specific Figma file. So I'm going to say instead, send my dashboard page using the Figma MCP to this Figma file. And this is where I'm going to insert the link. I will come back here to Codex, paste the link, and then close my bracket. And I will click send. Now, this should open the same file that we had. And you will see, because we gave it the same link, it sent it right here. Now I can see what I originally provided the LLM. This is my original design. This is what was generated by the AI. And you can see here, if I were to open this file, opposite to my original design, which was very quickly created a long time ago, so it had a lot of groups. This file has auto layout implemented everywhere. It has proper naming conventions. So the AI has done a better job organizing and naming the layers than this original old design. That is great. Let us make some changes. Let's say we want to change the color of our navigation. I'm going to do something very quick, just basic, so we can move forward. So what I will do here is wherever I have done the changes, I'm going to select that layer to make it easier to consume by the LLM. I will click on share. I will copy the link. And now I will come back to Codex. And by the way, this is the same step. If you were doing this from Claude, you would come back to the LLM and ask it to update. An easy way to do it is by referencing what you already have named that layer. So that layer is clearly named sidebar. This is what the LLM named it when it coded it. Great. I'm going to leverage that because it understands that context. I will say, update my sidebar based on the Figma design here. And I'm going to paste the link. I'm using a column here just to check if it works. In their example, they used brackets, but I think it works either way. So we will click send and see what happens. It's already saying I'll pull the design context from Node, compare it to your sidebar implementation. It's running the terminal on our behalf and updating the sidebar markup and nav item. And here it is. You can see it changed it exactly to reflect the design change that we made here. Here it is here. I want to check the previously open link. Actually, it did it live. I did not need to reopen it again because this is my localhost link. And the moment it was done, it already made those changes. If you were to select a specific element here, like if I click on select element, let's say I want to take this chart. The moment I select it, it sends it to Figma file right away. Coming back here to the Figma file, you see it already sent it here. And there you have it. This is the Figma Codex integration back and forth. You can go back between dev and design, which is a fantastic asset, a new realm of collaboration between designers and developers. Now that you've seen for yourself how design can come from code to canvas, and your changes can go back from the canvas to the code, you see this collaboration is becoming way more seamless and easy to do between different teams. This is incredibly empowering. Let me know what you think in the comment. Let me know if you were able to achieve this and what you think of it. I would love to know about your progress and how all these changes are impacting your real workflows. Thank you so much for watching.